Hello and welcome to the fourth IEC Grand Final brought to you by Rocket League Ireland. The Irish Elite Cup is back for its fourth week, I believe, in a row, and I'm not alone here. I'm Rez, and I'm joined this evening on the casting desk by Mull. How are you, Mull?
How's it going? I'm happy to be here. It's a pretty exciting one, especially a big change now, seeing two new set of teams going into the final. So it should be pretty exciting to see how it plays out.
Yeah, absolutely. This has been an incredible tournament. We've had the highest sort of quality of players, I think, by some distance in an IEC event that we've had in the previous 4 weeks. Lots and lots of the top players in Ireland. In fact, I can't think of a top player in Ireland who hasn't signed up for this one. We've got Adza signing up for the first time. Same story with Mayday. Both of those players have made it to the final today. On one side, we have got Drama Alert. That is Panda, who is the reigning IEC champion from last week, as well as Ryan and Adza, the dynamic duo known as they are known by RLI. On the other team, we've got Source, which is obviously the shallow Source, joined this week by APS, who won alongside Robkin and Mug in week 2, and Mayday as well. So I think we are in for an incredible match. I don't know about you, Mul.
Definitely, having two winners on each team, it's going to be such an interesting game just to see it once and more. But then you're going to have Adza and Ryan, which are definitely known as such a strong duo, and they could have looked like that. They could have taken this if they signed up much earlier. And if Ryan doesn't have his typical internet issue this time, it's definitely going to be looking like a game that's going to be in their favor.
Absolutely, and I think we're going to get the players joining up any time around about now. It's going to be an absolutely stellar matchup, a matchup of the Titans, you could say. We're going to get into this one now. It's going to be Drama Alert going up against Source.
Let's go. Very excited going into this one. Should be a really fun one.
Absolutely right, Mel. The best of 7 is going to separate these two teams today. APS and Panda facing off on the kickoff. Bounces back to Shallow. Ryan tries to meet it, pinches back towards his own corner. Panda may get beaten to this ball, but he just dunks out Mayday. A good bump from Ryan is going to stall the play a bit, and that's a big bang from Panda. Shallow might struggle to save this, and he will, and Panda's opened up the grand final in 14 seconds.
Panda hitting a really nice ground pinch from the looks of it. 115 kilometers, Jesus. Definitely catching Shallow off guard there, looking like that. He just didn't expect it, nor had the boost to save it. But a really good shot from Panda.
Yeah, we've got plenty of storylines going into this grand final. Shallow, his threes, has been criticised by some recently, and then Mayday, with his first appearance in IEC, he's going to want to make his mark early on. And they're going to need to make back their current 1-goal deficit. Adza tries to play it into the middle towards Ryan. That's a good shot, and Mayday won't be able to get back, and it's 2 in the first 30 seconds.
This is what I mean. They're off to such a strong start, and that duo, Adzer was such a nice pass up for Ryan, and Ryan was such a clean redirect, getting it just over APS by the smallest bit, popping it straight in the middle of the net.
Brilliant shot, and it seems Source are faltering a little bit, struggling to get going into this one. They did just come off a victory up against LTX Sam, J Key, and it's maybe 3, and Ads has put it in, and it seems as if Source are crumbling.
Honestly, Panda with a really nice flip reset there. Definitely catching APS off guard when he done this little second touch there. And then Adzer just going in straight, just trying to get that goal in. But it's looking really good for them at the moment.
Absolutely, and at the moment they can just sit back. They've put themselves in a fantastic position in the first 30 seconds, but I can't see that happening, to be honest, as Ryan. He's going to try and get a 4th one in with the flick. Mayday gets it clear, 10 boost on the wall, can't connect with that one. Across to Panda, Adza trying to reach. Obviously a big win from them. They just came off in the semi-finals, beating Fuchsia, who made his first appearance in IEC alongside the now notorious duo of Mug and Rob Kiernan. But Shallow, he's going to make one back, Mel.
Yeah, really good spot there from Shallow. APS with a really clean air dribble, getting it down, gets the 50 off Ryan. Adzer trying to get a touch in there, but unfortunately just can't do anything. Shallow can try and just hit it right in the little corner of the net there.
Every comeback has to start somewhere, and Source, they've put themselves in a good position for this one. They've got plenty of time to get the 2 goals they need to get to overtime. But that's still a long way away here. Mayday trying to take the touch. Shallow plays it off to the wall. APS, he's going to decide not to turn on that one. Mayday can try and get this one into the midfield, but cleared away by Adza. Back in from APS. Get blocked by Ryan. That's a miss by Panda. It's going to give APS a chance. Shallow plays it off. Good play from Mayday to try and keep it in, but Panda's there. Adza off into the corner. APS though. He's just not connected with that one, but he's actually left it to Shallow. Worked out well. Not sure whether it's intentional or not, Mullen. it seems that the game has finally started to slow down.
Yeah, definitely looking like the Saucer. Just trying to play a bit more aggressive, and it is working out really well with a nice few pre-jumps there to try and cut off Adzer and Ryan and Panda with a few bangers down mid. But as I say, that is looking like it's going back into their possession.
Absolutely, that's a big pull forward. Mayday is going to have to scramble to get that one clear. Apps does well to get it over the first player. Panda is going to try and challenge him midfield, and he does well. It's going to be an easy clear for Ryan. He may find his teammate Adzer, and he has, and puts it past Mayday. Adzer.
Honestly, yes.
Yeah.
Such a smart play there from Adzer. Ryan, once again, looking for the pass. Adzer taking his time, knowing that if he hits that redirect, it's going to catch Mayday off guard and just puts it straight, nice clean in the left side.
Adzer and Ryan, obviously fantastic friends, probably have well over 100 hours playing just with each other. Chemistry is certainly there, and they've showed that so far here. Shallow. They're back to square one, 3 goals down yet again, and they're going to need to become a little bit more impressive, a little bit more threatening towards the drum roller defense. As Adzer looking for a musty flick. It's incredibly weak though. Mayday has an easy clear. Obviously Mayday and Adzer teaming alongside me in RLIS, and I think just the fact that oh, Shallow puts one in, and just the fact that Adzer and Mayday have been able to carry me to top of league play just sort of credits how good they have been this season and why they're here. Good shot by Shallow. Obviously it's still a long way off, and they were at this point being 2 goals down over a minute and a half ago, but they're back at this point now, and they've still got a lot of work to do. But APS is going to start things off yet again, and it's just a 1-goal game, Mul.
Yeah, as you say that was a bit of a domino effect from him as they're trying to hit the musty. Unfortunately, it didn't work out, and it retaliates with that other goal there, and then APS getting a clean kickoff goal. It's going to give them a bit more pressure getting into this.
Just a 1-goal game. We're almost at the halfway mark, and we've already seen 7 goals. It's been incredibly back and forth, and that's a demo on towards Ryan. Mayday does well there, but APS is going to get another one. The physical play starting to come out. We saw this from the likes of Rob Kiernan and Mug in their previous weeks, and that strategy worked incredibly well, especially for weeks 1 and 2. Panda plays it high towards Adzer. Adzer takes it away. APS on the wall. Going to leave that one for the Shallow, but that's a poor touch, and it's just wide of the post. It was a good attempt. 2 minutes left on the clock, still plenty of time. We may see a couple more goals in this one. Shallow struggling in the corner. Ad's going to take it away, but it's cleared away towards Shallow, and this could be an opportunity here. Ryan plays it onto the backboard. Wasn't sure if it was going in anyway as Panda gets one clear, and suddenly we're back to level pegging here. Just 1 goal separating these 2 sides, stuck in the midfield here. Mayday trying to clear a mult. This game has become incredibly close all of a sudden.
Yeah, once again, just like the last time, this game getting very intense. Each team trying not to slip up too much, and then the passing plays, I say that from Panda and Adzer, almost going in there, but definitely looking like no one's slipping up at the moment.
Good play there by Shallow to cut it out in the midfield. Could be a follow-up on the backboard. Panda can't get there in time, but APS not quite quick enough to get to that one. Played into the midfield by Mayday. It's going to bounce off Shallow, but Adzer could have an opportunity here down the other end. He's going to look for this one, and Panda, he's going to almost take it away and almost scores. Devastatingly close for Drama Alert, and that would have gifted him the 2-goal lead that is so sort of good to have in a tight game like this. Adzer plays it off the floor. Ryan picks it up. Good play by Panda to beat Apps to the ball. Shallow now has to get a big clear. He's going to look for Mayday, but Mayday's gone all the way back. APS drops it back down. Both players miss on that one as Ryan. He may be able to try and get an edge dribble out of this. He gets past the first, but Mayday is there to stop him. There's 30 seconds left, Mul, and it seems like Source have run out of gas again.
Yeah, honestly, look like Drama Alert are just keeping up that pressure, and Sauce are really going to have to try and do something with their possession if they want to bring something out of this. But as I say that, once again, it's just looking like Drama Alert are really keeping up that pressure against them.
Just 17 seconds here, and the play is firmly in favour of Drama Alert. Just keeping them suppressed at their end. A good backflip from Adzer will buy them another couple of seconds. A double commit there, but it won't matter. Cleared away by Mayday. This may well be their last attack, and that may be on net. It's just wide of the post, and Ryan gets a fantastic clear. And that may have just put game 1 to bed. Not if anything APS can say about it. Mayday tries to get it off the wall, but that's a team bump by APS. No. Devastating. Shallow unable to get there, and Drama Alert have taken game 1.
Honestly, looking like if APS didn't get the bump there, he may have been able to do something with the possession, but a really good game. Drama Alert definitely keeping up good pressure, and then getting that 4th goal to just keep them a little bit ahead. but definitely looking like that was going to be their game. They kept up really good pressure going into the end, and it was just looking like Sauce was just trying to get a bit of boost and just trying to hold that defense down. But unfortunately, the game is, or fortunately, whoever you're voting for, it is going to go to Drama Alert.
Yeah, I think the one thing that sort of Drummer have to be wary of at this point is they did sort of throw away a 3-goal lead pretty much in the early stages of that game. They gifted them much more opportunities than they would have liked, and they're going to need to fix that because they're not going to get gifted those 3 early goals every game. Going to get back into this one here. APS. Try and bang it forward. Adza will be there in the corner to clear. Shallow gets dunked on that one actually, and Mayday is going to be left alone, but that's not a problem for him. Ryan plays it forward only as far as APS, but Shallow's jumped as well, and that wasn't a fantastic touch, and they are suddenly back under pressure again. And Ryan tried to go up to read that. He was never going to reach out, and Adza could be in a spot of bother here. He gets away with it. Panda, a weak touch straight to Mayday there. A little bit low on boost, so they just need to recover on this one. Shallow tries to bounce it into the midfield. Ryan here. Panda will take it away from him. Mayday plays it forward, but Panda, that's going to be easy for him. Going to knock it off to Ryan, who has a lot more boost than him. Ryan takes it over the first. He's going to try and look for the second, possibly a flip reset here, and Mayday forced to make a last-ditch save. Adson out, trying to get a touch, gets the touch, but Shallow is there to get a second. Right back down the other end here as Ryan gets one clear. He could be able to get another touch here. He's been very quick at the start of this game as Ryan. As Panda could try and put a shot on net. The player was there to greet him but couldn't get the touch. Mayday clears towards the corner, put back in. Shallow be able to relieve some pressure with this one as Panda back into the corner. Shallow plays it back in as APS could have an opportunity here, but Adza gets it clear. And Mel, we'd had 4, maybe even 5 goals, I can't quite recall, at this stage last game, and it just seems that the game has slowed down quite a bit.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely looking like that each team's just trying to get more cleaner opportunities to each other, and there's not much slip-ups, more or less, but it's definitely just looking like that they're trying to boom it down to each other, trying to cause defense to open up somewhere. As I say, the ads are now almost getting an opportunity, but Mayday does get a really nice little touch-up.
That's a good dunk, and Shallow may be able to open up the game, but that's a great jump by Panda to get in front of it. Good 50-50 by Ryan, gets it forward to Adza, maybe able to find Panda, but it's going to go straight in regardless, and drama alert. They've opened up game 2 just inside 2 minutes.
Yeah, as I was saying, that the defense on each team was looking pretty solid, but Sauce just tried to full send it, tried to get a goal in, but unfortunately it doesn't work, and then their defense was just open for Adza to hit it straight in.
Great play by Drama Alert. Panda not needed to put it in. Adza can do it all himself. Ryan. Bim bam play. It's going to leave Panda in a bit of trouble here, but he does get the read off the backboard. Those are tricky ones. Ryan just makes the save. Brilliant save from him. Will keep them at the 1-goal lead. 50-50 going to bounce into the midfield towards Adza. He's just put it over the bar and Shallow there to mop it up. APS forward. Panda going to be able to collect the boost in the corner. He's got to get it past Shallow, and he does do well. Gets it past Mayday as well, and that's another team bump. We saw one of them at the end of game 1. You've just got to wonder whether the chemistry isn't quite there at the moment for Source. Played forward here, APS. Unable to connect with that one. Adza gets over Shallow, and this could be an opportunity here for Ryan, who may look for the double touch. Can't quite get it. Panda, though, just wide of the post, Mullen. This game still in favour of Drama Alert, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, honestly, as I was saying last time, they're just keeping up a bit more pressure and definitely trying to go for more opportunities. And in my opinion, oh my god, Panda! So I was saying that, definitely having the more of a mechanical ability on their side. Panda were hitting a really clean flip reset double tap, catching everyone off guard with that one.
Everyone knows that Panda's mechanics are absolutely outrageous, and he's shown it there. That was a fantastic flip reset. Bounces off the backboard. He'll definitely be soaking in all the compliments with that one. APS can't quite connect with that as Mayday puts it in midfield. APS tries to get another, very close on that one, but close isn't good enough at this level. Adza going to be able to get a second touch, gets it over to APS, last ditch save. Panda could try and get it back in, bounces across. Adza maybe able to get back into the midfield for Ryan. It's going to fall to the corner. Ryan, great pass towards Adza, the chemistry linking up yet again. Ryan almost again, and Adza can't quite get there. Panda with the 50-50. And they retain their 2-goal lead, but they would have liked to have got third there, don't you think, Mel?
Definitely. You can definitely see that there's more team play going on in here, with a few bumps on Sauce's side, really just putting the team off momentum a little bit. But from Drama Alert, as I say that, is that going to be another goal from Adzer? It is. Once again, Sauce just out of position. Adzer just hitting another aerial into the back of the net.
That's the third goal that Azra has scored in this series that's been inside his own half, and that raises questions to me of what is going on with this Source defense. The rotation doesn't seem to quite be there at the moment, and they're going to need to rectify that. They've struggled. They've seen a couple of instances where teammates have team bumped each other, which is never good at this level, as well as some sort of rotation mistakes that have gifted Adzer open nets. Laid in field here by Panda. Ryan could try and get it. APS clears with 60 seconds left on the clock, as the commentator said. Source needs something now, and the man himself, Shallow, is going to try and do it here. Plays it into the midfield towards Mayday. Adzer gets a good 50-50, picked up by Ryan, and Drama Alert have got a different gear that it seems that Source can't match at the moment. Playing just on a different level, it seems. APS tries to get it in, and that's a good play, and Mayday gets the first. Well, is there a chance?
There's definitely a chance. And this is what we like to see. We like to see a goal just to try and keep that pressure up, because we really don't want to see just a sweep. We want to see a competition. We want to see a game that's really intense. And definitely Mayday getting that goal in. With 37 seconds left, there's definitely a chance for them to get another two and bring this into OT.
We saw one of the best series in RLI history last weekend with the grand final of IEC going to a game 7 overtime, should I say. A couple of players making their return from that last week. Obviously Ryan, he lost that one alongside LTX Sam and Red Eyes. He's back for revenge here with two different teammates. 17 seconds and it looks like Drama Alert have confirmed the game. It may just be a formality at this point. Source, they're going to find themselves 2 games down in this best of 7. They're going to have to make sure they win the next one. It's absolutely critical if they want to stand a chance of making the comeback. Reverse sweeps are so hard to come by in 3v3 at this level. And it just seems that Drama Alert have something that Source just cannot match at the moment, Mul.
Yeah, honestly. From the looks of it, it's just looking like Drama Alert are a bit more set. Definitely looking like they have a bit more chemistry on their team, and it's definitely working out for them. And then you have Panda and Ryan, who are definitely two strong mechanical players, making good opportunities, and then Adzer being very good on chemistry with them too. Then on the Sauce side, it just looks like that they're not really communicating, or the rotation's a bit off, but it's not really looking like that they're getting that solid form to be able to make these plays. So they're definitely going to have to just try and communicate a bit more this next game, or at least try and step it up and just give themselves that little extra bit of like, I don't know what to say, I guess just chemistry between each other to try and make these plays happen and to try and give themselves a good comeback in the series.
Yeah, they're going to need to sort of... Oh, looks like the
The
server's
server
gone
went
down for
down.
maintenance. We love that. And it just seems that Source, they've struggled to sort of get a foothold into this game, it seems. Drama Alert, the chemistry just seems to be there. Obviously, it was expected that Adzer and Ryan would have good chemistry coming into this, and that is exactly what we've had. And I'd love to see where the Source feel. I'd love to see what their morale is at the moment, obviously. Morale a huge part in long best of 7s. You can't afford to drop games and drop the morale alongside it. We are going to get back into things here for Game 3 of the Grand Final. IEC number 4, Source versus Drama Alert. And this one is a critical one if Source want to get back into things. Shallow wins the kickoff, but Ryan plays it off into the corner and gets a demo alongside it. APS has to clear. Panda now. That's a poor shot. You maybe should have looked for a pass, or maybe slowed the play down on that one. Adzer tries to get it off the ceiling, but Mayday clears. Panda could hit this anywhere he likes. He's going to go for the edge dribble. We saw he had the mechanics last game, but Shallow, he's not going to let Panda get another clip, and that's a big miss from Adzer, but Ryan, he's going to be able to sort that one out. Mayday bouncing forward. Adzer cleared only as far as the wall, but Panda will be able to get a second touch. APS forward, plays it off towards Mayday. This is a good pass here. Abs looking for a second. That's a good block by Ryan, but they could still be in trouble, and Shallow, for the first time, is going to get the opening goal for Source.
Yeah, it's going to be really good for Sauce here. Absolutely, really good read. And then, unfortunately, Adzer hitting the ball a bit too hard and is going to go into Shallow's possession. But great placement from Shallow there, giving them the first goal, which is really good. And it's especially what Sauce need going into this.
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to sort of repeat what you said there. For sort of the confidence of these players. Obviously, Shallow is a player who's driven by confidence, and he needs to have that sort of confidence of getting the opening goal in games to really be able to perform to his level. So I'd like to see if he's going to perhaps bounce back from his sort of, obviously he hasn't been particularly bad, but his team have struggled in games 1 and 2. Panda tries to get one off the backboard, saved by Mayday. Ryan waiting, can leave that one to Adza. Panda in the corner, could try and get it back in, bounces off the wall, and this is slightly awkward here as Panda's taking it off Ryan. Bit of a mistake, there could have been an opportunity otherwise, but Adza may have just put one in, and this man is on another level.
Adza was such a clean banger. Excuse me. Adza was such a clean banger there. Ryan and Panda having a bit of a miscommunication, but Adza just retaliates and booms it. His top right bins, definitely catching everyone off guard there.
Adza is showing why by some he's been considered in the fight for the best player in all of RLIS this season, and he seems to have carried that form over to IEC as well. Panda gets the clear, could look for a flip reset. Of course he is Panda, and he gets another touch. He's just dribbled the entire team, and APS forced to make a save, but that was quite something by Panda. Adza now, the pressure is piling on, and they could be looking to get a second, possibly get ahead in the game here. But Ryan is going to get there. Apps bounces away. Adza or Panda should be there for this one. He's going to look for a double touch. Mayday gets the save. APS on the goal line, going to try and get the clear towards Shallow. It's cut out though in midfield by Panda, and it just seems that that's what Reginald have been doing. They've been cutting out all the pass attempts. Panda tries to bounce one out towards Adza, but it's going to come off the wall. Panda should be there again though. Ryan's going to take it away from him though. Another slight miscommunication, and it seems that the communication isn't quite at the same level we saw in games 1 and 2, Mal.
Definitely. As I actually was going to say, that Reginald are looking a bit more erratic, just trying to go for a lot more opportunities, maybe just getting a bit comfortable, so they're just trying to have a bit more fun. They're trying to lay back a bit more. But they definitely don't want to slip up, because Sauce is a team that you don't want to underestimate. And if they get that next goal in, they can keep that defense up, with Shallow being one of the best defenders in RLIS at the moment. You really don't want to slip up against this team.
Absolutely. Shallow tries to play it into the midfield. APS gets there, but it's going to be easy for Panda to get that clear. Gets another touch here. Panda's been incredibly impressive so far this series. Ads are going to wait on that midfield boost, wait for Mayday to try and make a play. That's a play off the backboard from Ryan. Shallow just about gets there. That was crucial, because I could have seen Panda scoring that one quite easily had Shallow missed. Bouncing off the corner by Ryan. Mayday has to get there, does. Panda now gets spun round. It's all chaos in the corner at the moment. Ryan may have an opportunity, but Shadow's taking it away from Adza. Has to get it back. He's got 0 boost, but does manage to do it. Flipping away from the demo attempts as Adza plays one off towards Panda. Panda looking for the double touch. We know what he can do, but it's a good save off the backboard. Source sticking in this one. Just conceding the 1 goal in the first, in the first 3.5 minutes, should I say. Adza gets the 50-50, bouncing high. Who's going to get here first? It's going to be APS. Plays it off towards Shallow. Could bounce in. But it's going to be a miss, actually, from Panda. But Ryan will be able to get away with it for Drama Alert. Panda gets demoed for his troubles. Mayday can have an opportunity here. Gets past the first, and Answer, he's driven away. I don't know what happened, but it's a terrible shot, should I say. I was about to say great save, but it came off the crossbar. I don't know quite what I'm going on about, but this could be tricky for Panda, and APS puts one in.
Oh no. Honestly, what happened there? Adzer just driving away from the net. Mayday missing an open goal, and then Panda unfortunately getting a bad read on this, and APS can just hit it straight in. Definitely, Drama falling apart there real quick. Going to show you just how much time you need to get that head. And now all Sauce need to do is just hold down their defense.
They've been a lot better on defense. The communication seems to have got a lot better in this third game, but this could be an opportunity here, just about cleared away by APS. Shallow puts it off the wall. APS could get a touch on this, but Panda, he's going to play it forward. Adza gets the bump. Ryan gets a 50-50. And Shallow gets it out clear. Adza puts it back in. They need a goal and they know it, but they could expose themselves to the opportunity of a killing blow. Shallow gets a demo on towards Ryan. APS off the backboard. Panda gets it clear. It's a light one though. Mayday could be able to follow this up. It's off the backboard. Opportunity for Shallow if he can put this one on target. It's just wide of the post, Mull. 18 seconds to go, and it seems that Drone Alert are just going to fall short in this game 3.
Honestly, this is what we like to see. Sauce are definitely stepping up, definitely being more aggressive now that they're up a goal. But this is what we want them to keep doing when they go into the next games. If they keep this up, honestly, it's going to be such a close game, and that's exactly what we want.
Absolutely. This is going to be the last chance here. This could be on target, but APS gets in the way and puts it down onto the ground. Source have opened up their account in game 3. It took longer than they would have liked, but this series is by no means over, Malt.
Definitely. And that's exactly what you want. Now it's coming into a 2-1 series, and Sauce have definitely got their confidence back up a bit after getting that win. But definitely keeping that play style, and hopefully they bring that into the next game here, because you really want to see them get another win, and you really want to see the intensity build in tournaments like this.
Yeah, we're going into game 4 here. Just one game separates these two teams, and it seems that now Source, should I say, are on the road to recovery in this one. Going into game 4, drama alert, 2 games to 1 up. As Shallow wins the kickoff. His kickoffs have been good. He's probably the best 1v1 player on this field. As Ryan gets a big bang forward. APS makes a save, but it's a slightly awkward touch. Mayday there to clear it up. Panda forward. APS. High ball, easy for Adza though. Panda maybe has to follow this one up if he can beat Shallow, but Shallow gets a crucial tip on the ball. Just puts it round, and he gets the boost as well. That's going to put Panda out the play for some time. It's Ryan, unable to get it over the defense, leaving Adza somewhat alone here. But he's been good this series, and he continues that form as Ryan may have an opportunity and puts it in. And it seems that Drama Alert are back to their old ways of putting in a goal in early.
Definitely. Once again, just Sauce's defense slipping up a little bit, and then a nice pass from Adzer once again to Ryan, and Ryan just hits it straight in bottom left, getting it away from everyone.
The chemistry coming in yet again. I've mentioned it so many times, and every time it just seems to pop up over and over again. Adzer here gets a 50-50 off Mayday. Shallow potentially could get a big bang here, and he does. Only as far as Panda, and it's somehow pinged off one of those players there. I don't quite know what happened, but they maybe have to find a second if Adzer can get there. But APS, last man back, and he's the hero they needed. Panda gets the ball forward towards Ryan. This could be 2, but APS yet again. He's been a solid third man. I would have expected Mayday to be the third man going into this series, but it seems like APS has been doing a lot of the defending. Probably not really where you want to be on the Source side, Mul.
Yeah, definitely not. Especially with Drama, they're keeping up so much pressure. You really want to just try and push the ball away from your own side. Try and keep that pressure up upon them. As I say that now, Shallow will get it past Panda and try and keep it up a bit, but looking like that, he's just boostless, but he's trying to be a bit of a nuisance now.
Nuisance indeed, and they have that 1-goal lead, but it is very temperamental. It is absolutely at risk. Hit away by Shallow. Ryan is there. Mayday, he's got onto that one. Panda, big boom forward. Ryan could drop this down towards Adds, the chemistry yet again as Shallow forced to make a save. It wasn't too difficult, but the pressure was on for him. Bounced in midfield towards APS. Cleared away by Ryan. Adza misses the boost, but still gets the demo. It's a disruptive play coming in clutch yet again. We saw this in other IEC finals in previous weeks. Panda gets one in. Shallow makes the save. And Mul, it does seem that yet again it seems to be Drama Alert with all the pressure, and that's going to almost be a second as they just get it off the line.
Honestly, as you were saying, that's such a good save from APS there. But Drama Alert, once again, keeping that pressure up. I feel like Sauce just sort of forgot how they were playing there the last game. They're sort of reverted back to themselves. But unfortunately, it's not working out for them. As I say that now, it's in Panda's possession, and he will try and make a play. But Shallow holding that defense down really strongly in this tournament right now.
Ryan could try and get a shot on. Easy enough for Mayday though. Adza could get here first, but he's going to leave that one to Panda. Played inside. APS, he's in a bad position, and the back post rotation, or should I say the lack of back post rotation, is going to make them forfeit their 1-goal deficit, and it's now 2.
Honestly, a 50 like that, you wouldn't be able to see that coming. Panda was such a clean little air dribble, and just drops it down. They go straight under Shallow, straight in the middle of the net, and then Adzer can just put it straight in, making sure that no one else saves it.
Both these teams competing for 60 euros. The loser goes home with nothing, and at the moment it seems like Drama Alert are just that little bit more hungry. Adzer bounces off the backboard. APS can't get that clear fully as Adzer's there yet again. Ryan gets a 50-50, but Panda, he's in a slightly tricky spot here. Adzer has to get a touch on this and does. Flips it onto the backboard. Ryan is there ahead of Mayday, and that's going to make an attack difficult here as Shallow gets a side flip, and that's not quite what he would have wanted. It's Panda. Very awkward. All of a sudden the game has suddenly slowed down, but that's not how these teams want to play, and it was incredibly close there by Mayday, and this could be a shot on from Shallow. It's just cleared, or just blocked should I say, by Adza. Off the wall by APS. Saved by Ryan. Panda gets one off the backboard. Ryan Also make a save off the backboard. Could get a second touch here and does. It's pinged off towards the other side. It's going to be a race between Panda and Mayday. Mayday's going to win it. Panda will concede possession. But that's a great clear, and that may just go straight in, Mul, but saved by APS yet again.
Honestly, this game getting a bit more intense as usual, but Dramaler just keeping up that pressure. But as I say, that Ops almost getting it back into the middle, but having no boost to be able to do anything with it. But Mayday may be having a shot, but unfortunately just can't do much.
Panda drops one down towards Ryan. Opportunity here. APS gets a demo, but doesn't get a piece of the ball, and Adza may just put one in inches wide of the post there. And Saucer need 2 goals just to get to overtime, and that is a monumental task against the solid defense of this Drama Alert team. Ryan now. He's going to just let Mayday play with his food on that one. Ryan, big bounce onto the backboard. Well done by Panda. Panda yet again gets a 50-50 back towards Adza. They're under a slight bit of pressure here, but they are killing time well. Panda gets it clear. He's going to backflip, leave that one to Ryan perhaps. I'm not sure how intentional that was. It's Ryan. Tries to bang one forward. Adza left alone on defense, but he's been here before. He's going to come off the roof of the net, and we love saves like that. We love a good squishy save here at RL Island. And the game is going to be closed out. Drama Alert are going to take their third, and they have put themselves on match series and tournament point.
Honestly, such an intense game there. I really wanted to see Sauce to get that game there, just to try and give the tournament a bit more intensity. But once again, Drama Alert just coming straight back. Such smart plays. And even looking at the stats, it's just one of those games where there's going to be these small little outplays that are going to catch you up, with each team having almost literally the amount of saves are the same. And then the shots, definitely Drama Alert are having a bit more shots. Definitely looking like the more aggressive team in this. But it's definitely paying off with them now being up 3-1.
Yeah, 3-1 now, and it seems the server's gone down for maintenance yet again, and it's just quite poor from Silence this evening. They obviously want to give Source some time to sort of get the morale back up.
Honestly, can't believe this. It's happened during the
we've
RLIS
we've got to get Panda in the lobby because apparently his party's disconnected. So if you could stop queuing there for a second, we'll get Panda back in. There we go.
We've got him back.
The silent server's causing absolute chaos this evening, but that does not seem to be stopping Drama Alert. When they're in the game, they are in the zone. And they have got back to their winning form. They won the first 2, lost the third, but back to winning ways in the fourth. They've put themselves on match point. They could just be 5 minutes away from winning 20 euros apiece. Adds up Ryan and Panda's spirits will be high, but will they be able to get that decisive game win? We'll see in the next 5 minutes here as Panda wins the kickoff. Ryan, in his own corner, has a little bit of boost to work with, but he's only dropped it as far as APS, who's now in the Octane. Switched off the Fennec in that brief break. Shallow low, sticking with that Fennec. Made it off the backboard. Chance here, but it's cleared away quite easily by Panda. Good block by Panda. Mayday tries to play it forward. That's a miss by Ryan. Actually, Panda, he's going to play it up as far as Adza, but it's blocked by Shallow. Good block by Shallow. Adza could try and get a second hit, could drop it down to his teammate. Just gets a touch on that. A negative angle there from Adza, but it's going to be cleared by APS. Panda, though, gets into the corner with a couple of obligatory spins. Ryan, big boom up to Adza, but Mayday is there. Obviously, Adza likely to know how Mayday plays, at least to a degree, having played with him for 5 weeks in RLIS. Ryan, across the pitch towards Panda, can't get there. And this is an opportunity here for APS. It's been big bang towards Shallow, but it's saved by Ryan. Panda here. Got possession, got a little bit of boost to work with, big boom forward. And Mul, it just seems that early on in this game, it's just a series of big booms, but not too many big chances.
Yeah, honestly. No, I was saying that it's definitely looking like Sauce really trying that. Honestly, in this tournament, when the opposition is just up 1 series away from winning the whole thing, you really don't want them to slip up, and you want them to play a bit more solid. And you'd like to hope that Sauce are definitely just not wanting to lose this, and you really want them to try and create more opportunities for them. But with that said, it's going to be very hard for them to not slip up, especially with all the pressure that's on them to try and get this win in the series to keep it going.
Absolute nerves always play a part when you're up against the wall, and Ryan, he's going to try and exploit that here. Mayday makes a save, and it just seems that lots of saves for Source, but not so many for Drama Alert, and that's a good bump by Adza, but Panda, he's put it over the bar, could have been a goal. Ryan, he's going to get on towards this one. Shallow makes the block, and Adza could be able to finish this one off. That's a great play by Adza, and it's saved by
Save.
Mayday. Mayday keeps them in the game early on, and we're still at 0-0. Here, Apps tries to get it forward. Adza, easy for him, gets the initial flick, but no one challenged. Mayday gets the block here. Gonna be easy for Ryan to pick up. Could look for a flip reset. APS, he's the only one back, and that's a great flip reset goal from Panda.
Honestly, Sauce's defense just died there for the last 30 seconds. All up to the first part when they almost got a goal, but then a really nice save from Mayday. It just looked like Sauce was in a bit of a hard situation, maybe boost control, but it was a big change that we haven't seen from this entire tournament.
Yeah, you are absolutely right. Shallow, his kickoffs have been one of the redeeming qualities of Sauce this series, but that doesn't say a lot. Apps tries to get one off the ball. Good big boom by Panda. Adza now off the backboard, but APS is there. Played back forward here, only as far as Ryan, who's got 18 boosts, but that's easily enough to get a big bang demo from Apps. It's going to buy them some time. It's Mayday in the corner. Back in by Adza. Shallow. Bit of trouble here, but APS respawns just in time, just in the right place here. And gets a good flick over the first, but Adza, as always, he's just the third man that always seems to be there, ruining all of Sauce's attempts to get that crucial goal. Ryan plays it forward. APS. Ryan here knocks one up, and well, the game stagnated yet again, but do you not feel that there's sort of a chance that Drama Alert could double up at some point here?
Honestly, I'm feeling like once again their pressure is just a lot more solid than Sauce's. And I feel like Sauce are feeling a lot of pressure, which is just sort of stopping them from making these opportunities. But it may look like that this is going to be in favor of Drama Alert.
Yeah, absolutely. Still a fair bit of time. They only need one goal, and the game could turn around very quickly here. With the amount of pressure, and that's a brilliant bump from Ryan Mayday. He's all alone. Panda could have the flick, but he's going to be disappointed with that one. For his standards, that was a poor flick. Adza gets demoed for his troubles, but we'll get the 50-50. We'll have to see where this one ends up as Ryan gets one off the corner. Ryan towards the side wall, and we're into the final minute here. Sauce needs something soon. APS off his own backboard. He's going to play it into the corner. Mayday not expecting it though. Well, is there a chance? Do you think Sauce have it in them?
Honestly, it doesn't look like it. Drama Alert, once again, just keeping that pressure up really good. And Sauce looking like they're panicking a bit. Not much going on. And it doesn't look like they're really communicating that much. It looks like for them that it may be over.
The final 30 seconds, they need something with one of the next attacks. APS forward. Panda, he's going to meet that, and he's just going to wait. He's going to get plenty of touches on his head dribble. I take that back. It's going to come off the backboard, and Ryan has to make this touch. It's great 50-50 by him. APS could bounce down. Is Shallow there? Shallow could have a chance, and he does! With 10 seconds to go, they've leveled the game up in Game 5, and there is still a fight left in Sauce.
And just as I say that, Mayday was such a clean demo, and that's going to open up the defense. And then Shallow was such a nice shot top right. It's going to give them this back res, and it may actually go back into their favor.
This could be where the comeback starts, but I don't want to speak prematurely. They still have to close out this game, and it looks like it's going to go to overtime unless there's a chance here for Adza. Adza maybe able to get over the defense. Panda could be there.
Panda.
It's going to go in onto a second. And Drama Alert have taken it at the death. I thought that we were going to see overtime in this one. Panda puts it in at 0 seconds. APS is gone already, and I don't blame him. Absolutely devastating as Drama Alert take IEC number 4, 4-1.
Honestly, Rez, you'd hate to see it. Just as we thought Sauce was coming back there. Such a slip up, and then Panda gets it bouncing on the last second. That is such a hard defeat for Sauce, but such an amazing victory for Drama Alert.
An absolutely monumental victory from Drama Alert. Panda is joined the elite club of just Rob Kidd and the Mug, who have won 2 out of the 4 IC events. And he's won the last 2 on the trot mull, and I think if you're Panda, you've got to be happy with that.
Definitely, you've got to be happy with that, but especially for Ryan and Adzer. They were in that last tournament there, the TV2 tournament, and Ryan did have his internet slip up, which is such a hard thing mentally when you're so close to having the chance to win. But coming into this tournament now, and to see them together, and then to see them with such a good player like Panda, and then win the whole thing, it's so good to see, you know what I mean? To see such a strong team to actually get a victory in this, so yeah.
Yeah, a great performance. It's a shame that Source weren't able to get the job done in the end. It looked like there was still fight it left in them, and I think we're going to get an interview with the winners.
Hopefully.
With the winners here, because I'd love to get an insight into how this game went. I think it's not going to be all three. It's just going to be Panda. We've got Panda in here now. Panda, that was a phenomenal performance, and as I just mentioned to the stream, you've joined the elite club alongside Rob Kinnan and Mug, who have won 2 IEC events. How does that feel?
It feels pretty good, Not easy to get backpacked by Adder and Ryan. You definitely need to put a lot of work in when you get carried, but it is what it is. I'll take the 20 quid.
And I just want to get your take on that incredible goal you scored in game 2, that flip reset at that tight angle off the backboard. What
He-
what was sort of going through your mind as you were scoring that?
um, I mean, I don't know. I just said I saw it going off the backboard. No one was on the backboard. I'm like, I'm gonna reset off the backboard and try score, and it went in. APS wasn't expecting it. He gave me the okay. He seemed a bit triggered, but that's how it is.
Yeah, so that was a brilliant performance, and obviously you've teamed with a lot of different people. You've teamed with Arctic, you've teamed with plenty of other people in the IECs, but was this sort of the team where you felt the most comfortable playing with?
Yeah, I mean, Ads is really easy to play with. Ryan is just really good at the game. He's easy to play with as well. The comms were good. Has really good comms. I'm sure you would know,
Yeah,
Rez.
yeah.
So it's quite easy to play. I mean, it was easy, an easy enough way to play.
Yeah, I just want to hear lastly of sort of, do you think, obviously I know that Adza was skeptical of playing in this tournament. Do you think that we could see the team coming back for next week to try and take on the competition again?
Honestly, I don't think so. Maybe me and Ryan will play it next week. But Ads' reasoning for playing this week was he felt bad for Ryan for losing in Game 7 OT. So he said he wanted to play and try to win. And he did that, so
Fair, fair
maybe Ryan
enough.
will persuade him.
Fair enough.
Maybe.
Fair enough. Well, unless Mull, you have any questions, that is going to be it from us. Congratulations to Drama Alert, who took IEC number 4 games to 1 against Source. Well done to Panda, Adza and Ryan, who are going to take home their share of €60. Thank you everyone very much for watching. Also, thanks to Squid G for some of the new graphics. Thank you everyone very much for watching, and good night.